Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Build a Brand with Kristen every Wednesday and Thursday. I interview business owners, promote upcoming events, while discussing topics of the day with some other great segments we have here on Atlanta's number one radio station. Here's 92.3 ATL. Yeah, I was out yesterday. I had a baby appointment.
Oh.
I'm high risk, so I have an appointment every week.
Oh, wow.
Every 2 weeks. If I'm not in Atlanta's prenatal, then I'm at my regular doctor.
Oh, wow.
So they be having me all over the place. I'm like, look, somebody got somebody's mouth on my car.
Claim it somewhere. You got to claim it somewhere.
Yes, it's too much violence.
Wow.
And don't forget, if you can't watch live, you can always download the app in your Google or Apple Play Store. And if you want to spread brand awareness, you can always give me a call at 678-531-9752. I'm so excited about our guest we have today. We have Trenkena McCray of Butterfly Hope Enterprises. How are you?
Hi. How y'all doing?
So excited. I love it. I love when guests come and then they like super excited. It makes me feel so good.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So I kind of want to start off with something today. I be on social media a lot. And it's just a lot that's going on right now. You know, I see a lot of people that like to argue on Facebook, going on a lot of drama.
A lot of back and forths.
A lot of back and
yes.
forths. Nobody's building a brand.
No. We just talking and speaking our whatever's on our mind.
Yes. And I just want to say, someone made a post a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been, I literally told her, like, it's been living rent-free in my head. And it's
rent-free, I like that.
Yes, like, what a world where so many people make posts. It's hard for you to remember everything. But it's this one post. And her name is Misha with Future Millionaire. So y'all make sure y'all follow them on Facebook and Instagram. They're doing big things, like they have the events where they're helping people not only build the brand, but they also helping them with like grants, loans.
Oh, wow.
They have a sneakers event going on, so check them out like in the pop-up shop group. And she made a post a long time ago, and it had said, I'm not arguing with anybody that only has a Facebook page in their name. And I was like, oh, period, sis. Period.
What else are you doing with your life?
I love it because the post is pretty much saying is that I don't have time to argue with anybody.
Right.
That's not trying to make a come up in your life.
Do something more than just the minimum.
Just the minimum. Or you just on social media just causing problems between people, you know what
right.
I'm saying?
Creating drama, creating mess.
Yes. And
disturbing people's peace.
Exactly. And then a while ago, like last summer, I had a issue with this person because someone was like, you know, they hating on your brand. And you know, you like, wait, what? Like
why?
So yeah, and you know, so it was just all this back and forth and just foolishness. But I'm glad we were, you know, able to talk like adults, but this all comes from social media.
Right.
When people have too much time on their hands.
Too much time, too much energy.
Problems, too much
to put in the wrong place.
Wrong place.
Wrong reasons, all of that.
And they only have a Facebook page in their name. So
that's one way to look at that, though. That's something to think about, though.
Yes, and then recently with the, you know, Cascade pop-up shop, we have a high success rate when it comes to events. And recently a couple of hosts got together and thought it would be interesting to just keep tagging my name in a whole bunch of foolishness.
Oh.
To kind of compare how they are somehow better than what I'm doing.
Wow.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm proud of myself for not engaging.
Entertaining that foolishness.
Exactly. I can pull out receipts.
Right.
My business breaking $400, $500. Like you don't want me to have to pull out receipts. But then I was like, Why do I have to do that to a bunch of people?
You don't have to.
That only have this one thing in
Put your energy where it needs to, or it's gonna grow.
Exactly where it's gonna grow. I'm trying to teach my kids how to build the brand.
Yes.
I want to teach this baby when she go to daycare how to sell, little fruity pebble bags.
Start them young. Start them real young.
Selling pencils for 25 cents in daycare. Selling some crayons. Like I'm trying to elevate. And when you're in a world where you're trying to do good things, and I'm sure maybe you have not experienced that, people will try to throw shade at you.
Yes.
They will try to put you in stuff.
Jealousy.
And sometimes, because we humans, we fall in that trap of feeling like I have to clap back. I have
to explain myself. I have to say something back. I got to defend myself, right?
Exactly. But you know what? I watched the interview with Regina Carter.
Okay.
Which is Lil Wayne's daughter.
Okay.
And she said on YouTube, I don't remember who channel she was on, but she said on YouTube, I no longer argue with people because you don't know who's watching me. They're not going to look at what that person did, especially if you're higher, if you're bigger than them.
Right, if you have a different kind of status.
Yeah, if your status is higher than that person you're arguing with, people is not going to look at what that person said. They're going to look at you, what you said, and
what they expect out of you, because some people have high expectations. Yes.
And I've been told it before when I did engage in stuff, like, Kristen, I expected better.
Yeah, that's the word. I expected better.
And I'm like, but wait, because they said.
They said, or they did.
They did.
And now I got to defend myself. But sometimes, like you said, you don't have to, it's not necessary to put that energy in something that's not going to benefit you or help you or help build your family or whatever you're trying to do. If it doesn't benefit you,
I agree.
Then it's not worth your time.
Keep it pushy. So that is my advice of the day. It is April, tomorrow the 1st.
Woo! Aries Nation.
Yes, Aries, and we are not arguing. Well, I'm a Pisces, but it's springtime.
It's spring. There you go. We all in the same.
Look, all zodiac signs, it's springtime, and we are no longer arguing with people that has only social media in their name. And whether they do,
I'm gonna use that one.
We need to. I told her that was epic. Put that on the t-shirt. I'm gonna buy it.
I would buy it too. I would buy it.
Not arguing with only a Facebook name.
There we go. If that's all you got, I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for it. So I think that that's super dope, and it's not too many things that I can remember because I'm pregnant. But I'm like, I remember that. I remember when she said that because I felt
that
like
stuck out. You got to hold on to that one.
Hey, did you see that?
You felt that one. You felt that one, yeah.
So like Regina Carter said, it's sometimes it's easier to clap back, and we want to snap and show that we're about that life or whatever. But it's always best to just remember that we don't have to do that for nobody.
It takes a stronger person to withhold yourself from saying something bad.
You don't owe nobody an explanation as to why, how, and when you did something.
Not.
And why you are the way you are. It takes hard work, dedication. And doing Cascade pop-up shop seems to be is where you grow from. And it is the
That's
thing.
Sad.
It is. It's very sad. But the thing is, this takes a lot of hard work and dedication. I put in work Monday through Friday to make that event pop the way it does. I don't just show up on
People don't
Saturday
understand
and
that
we have an event. It's a lot.
It's a lot in the behind the scenes that goes into it.
It's a lot. And if people just ask, hey, how did you do this? How can I do this? Can you show me or can you help me? I have no problem doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to see everybody.
It's enough money out here, enough bread out for everybody.
Over the weekend, Cascade Pop-Up Shop has not only been targeted by scammers, it has also been targeted by a bunch of haters. And
I did see you post something about that too.
Yeah. People have been so we had this situation where people were using the pictures from Cascade Pop-Up Shop and saying that they hosted this event to get people to cash out.
Wow. Any way to get some extra money. But if you put the energy into it the way you're supposed to, you'll build your own self.
You will.
Instead of trying to tear somebody else down or tear somebody else's name down.
And one of the girls, she was inboxed me and she was like, hey, I remember you posting this a few days ago. Don't you? Do you have a co-host? I'm like, and I don't take Cash App. I don't take Cash App. I don't take Zelle. Everything is through PayPal or the other thing. All right, so we got some love from Facebook. Misha say yes. Thank you, Misha, for checking in. She also say right, because that is true. You just don't have time for it at all.
No, time or energy, because that's precious, and we're trying to live our lives out here.
Exactly. So I want to get started. I just wanted to give some love on that, because I had to just tell myself, like, Kristen, don't do it.
Right.
Because I'll go from my phone.
It's hard. It's hard not to.
Because I'm like, look, okay, you know what? My phone ain't going to type fast enough. Let me pull out the laptop.
I can do this. I can do a little bit faster. I can use more fingers instead of just the one thumb.
ATHD now say good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for checking in. Build the brain. Okay, so I do. Now looking at your Facebook page, you have done some amazing things, Trenkena.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I give credit to where credit is due, and I'm looking at your profile. I'm looking at your page, and I'm like, you are really out here doing a thing and representing for women in business.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that love. It's like you said, it's hard sometimes, you know. It's
hard,
especially with yourself, you know.
It is. And then you're providing furniture assembly service, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So you can transform your house or business into
their house into their home, their place of peace. Yeah. Primarily, yes.
Exactly. Because I wrote that down. It's like scribbly all over.
No, it's okay. You're good.
I'm like, I'm trying to get it out.
I got you.
Okay, well, before we get started on our interview today, y'all make sure y'all check out Cascade Pop-Up Shop. Y'all, we're back live in the parking lot this Saturday from 11 to 5. You might see the flyer circulating. We are still accepted vendors. There's no alcohol, no CBD and THC. Why? Because we have children out there. Okay.
Tell them. They may not understand.
And make sure y'all check out eyelashforme-2.com. I have on the I think these are called periwinkles. And they so fluffy.
They are fluffy.
They are fluffy.
They give me fluff. They give me fluff.
They give me fluff.
They give fluff.
Make sure if y'all have any questions that you definitely give us a call. We definitely love to hear from anyone listening and watching live. Give us a call at 404-254-4347. We do have some popping topics going on today. Because right now Black China is trending. And we need to talk about it, because I said I got to talk about it. Hold on. Okay, so I do want to thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now I know, and I did the research, and I'm trying to out how amazing your business is. But can you tell us about yourself and like some of the things of your brand?
Well, I am from Alabama. I grew up in Georgia. I am a mother and a wife. And a few years ago, I decided to, I'll say this, I was not, business entrepreneurship wasn't in my mindset growing up. It was the traditional, go to work, get your degree, go to school, go to work. But along the way, my mindset shifted, but I didn't have the confidence of like, what can I do that I feel that I'm good enough at? And then after talking and praying with God, and God's like, well, you should try this. And I'm like, who's gonna hire you to assemble things, you know? And then it came down to just realizing that it actually is a need, you know, especially for people with disabilities, elderly people, women in general that don't have that access. So that's where the business idea kind of sparked from.
Okay. But I like it's always had a niche for like assembling things.
I have. I've been doing it since I was in high school. But I did it just for like my mom or, you know, family and friends. And it was just something that I just did, which is why in my head, who's gonna hire? Because somebody always had somebody. Yeah. Like it was either me or my dad, you know, would do the things for assemble my mom's stuff, or So I always thought, who again is going to hire somebody to do that? But I've been doing it for, like I said, since I was in high school. So I've been doing it for a long time. I just recently turned it into a business idea, and it's really grown from there. I'm actually quite amazed. You know, I fought with God about it for a long time. I was like, what you talking about, Lord?
Okay, look, when he give you a vision, you gotta go with it.
I had to sit down a little bit. But it was a battle in the beginning.
Yeah. I felt like that when I wanted to quit my job to do like this and Cascade full time. I was like, okay, Lord, look. Are you telling me? Like, let me know. Give me a sign.
Give me a confirmation. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know for sure.
Exactly. So is that what made you start Butterfly Hope Enterprises? Like just wanting to just follow your dreams and go off what?
Yeah, I really working a full-time job at the time, it wasn't enough for me. And people kept saying, well, you need to have something of your own. You need to have something of your own. And again, I was like, what can I do that I felt confident enough of my own? And I really didn't feel that. Like, I've always worked for somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to some conference a couple of years ago, and then that's when it clicked, like, oh, well, I love putting things together. Like, I have fun with it. It's like a 3D puzzle. People like puzzles, like your regular table puzzles. That's what it's like to me. It's like a 3D puzzle. You got these little bitty pieces or 50 pieces, and then you turn it into something beautiful, which is where the butterfly came from, that transformation from, caterpillar to a butterfly, something beautiful.
I like that.
So that's where it kind of drove from. It was just, I enjoy doing this, and I realized people need that help, and I like helping people. I like servicing others. So this is something that is a need. I didn't know it was a need, as a greater need as it is, but the more and more I've done, more and more I've been doing it, I'm like, oh, people really need somebody to do this for them.
They do. People like me. But I can't tell you how many stuff I ordered off
Walmart and IKEA and all those places, right? Like my mom, she doesn't, that's not even her thing. She's like, no, I'm not. Yeah. It can be 5 pieces. And she was like, I'm not putting that together. Or I have a couple of clients that ordered something, I don't know, several years ago, still didn't have it put together until after I started. And they say, look, this has been in my garage for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. I haven't had anybody to put it together. Can you put this shed together for me? Yeah. And or like I said, sometimes it's just even people that physically don't have the ability to do that. They have physical disabilities, or elderly people that they don't have the strength that they used to have, but they still want their home to feel like home. Yeah. Like, I truly believe there's a difference between a house and a home. A house is somewhere that you just live for the purposes of having a roof over your head. Right. But home is a feeling. It's a feeling. And I know how, like, I visualize how I want my home to be. I want it to be a place of peace, because there's enough chaos in the world, like we were just talking about. Yeah. People out here trying to scam you. You got people out here, just creating drama. There's anxiety and depressions and stuff. And you have to have somewhere to come back to and say, this is de-stressing, this is peaceful, this is relaxing. Yeah. And for me, that's home. That's what home is to me. That's so I have a vision of, this is how I want my house to look, or my home to look. I want it to feel like this. And I don't feel like people should not be able to have that vision just because they don't have the ability to put together the furniture that they want to give them the look and feel that they want, so.
I like that, because it's true. Like, people like me, well, I met you today,
right?
Like, order something off Wayfair only because it comes with a symbol.
It comes right.
Well, even that Walmart, like, none of that. I only use Wayfair, and it's so expensive, but I only use them because it comes with a
you have that option, right?
Option to use a symbol.
But even with that, I'll say, I'm a female in an industry that is predominantly male driven, right? But everybody doesn't, and this is not to say anything bad about any men, but everybody doesn't is not comfortable with men coming into their homes for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to put something together, especially if they have limitations, or, like I said, the disability, or you're a single woman or woman with kids. You don't feel as safe or secure, especially the amount of time. So in this, that's an added, I can provide that ease, a little bit of ease,
Okay. Well, we're gonna take a small break right now. It is break time. But if you have any questions for Miss Trenkena, please give us a call at 404-254-4347. And then y'all don't forget, we got popping topic of the day. And if you don't know what that is, let me tell you what we got to talk about today. Because I've been gone, but I'm back. First off, I didn't know people's thoughts on that Will Smith situation.
Oh,
we got to talk about that. We got to talk a little bit about that. And then we also have, if the man don't want you, can he still be allowed to see his children? Or do you feel like y'all are packaged deal?
Now that's gonna get a lot of controversy.
And I was looking at that Black China situation on the Shade Room, and I was just wondering, child support. What is
the environment look like for that?
Yeah, child support, is that for you, or is it for the child?
Is it really for the child? Right.
Yeah.
That's gonna create a lot of discussion.
We'll be right back on his 92.3. You are listening to Build a Brand with Kristen. are back at his 92.3 ATL. Listening to Build a Brand with Kristen, we have Trenkena.
Yes.
Yes, McCray of Butterfly Hope Enterprises, spreading her brand awareness on one of the largest platforms in Atlanta. I do want to ask you, what motivates you to keep going so hard and strong, especially in a business that's dominated, mostly by men, but you still winning? Like, what keeps you going?
I have a passion for helping people, first and foremost. So I when I realize something it's an area that somebody is in need of, that keeps me going. But and as a whole picture though, like I said, with the working check to check, that wasn't that wasn't I wasn't content with that. I wasn't okay with that. So I wanted to grow and be able to get in a position where I can help others. Instead of people always just trying to pour into me, I want to be able to pour into other people. So that kind of motivates me to keep going, because people come to me and ask me for different things, and it it, just having to service other people, that in itself, is what keeps me. I want to be able to help others.
I like that, and I think it's nothing wrong.
I don't want to fail nobody.
Exactly.
I don't want to fail nobody.
If you're not in the help of the people that don't feel good when you building your brand, then are you just doing a hobby?
Yes,
it's a hobby.
It's a hobby, right? But like I said, I just have a passion for it. It's something I really enjoy doing, and I eventually found the confidence in being successful with it. And I have a lot of people in my support circle that's like, "Hey, you can do this." I didn't feel it, but they pushed me, and now I can push myself because I have that confidence in myself.
I love it. Yeah, we have Tanisha Star from Facebook checking in. She said, "That's my sis.
Hey, boo."
Good morning. Thank you for the love. Starting a business, what would you say is like one of the most difficult challenges you faced with starting Butterfly Hope?
It was pretty much what I just said, the confidence in being able to then believing in myself. I could do it, and I can execute it, and I can execute it well enough to where people are satisfied. The people that ask me are satisfied. So that was the first thing. And like I said, I got over that through the support that I have. But even now, my biggest challenge now that I'm just be transparent. I'm still trying to figure it out, is staying consistent with advertisement, staying consistent, posting on social media and letting people know, where I am and how to reach me and what I'm doing, that consistency. Listen, that's the biggest challenge right there for me right now.
It has to be. It has to be nonstop.
Yeah.
It all the time. That
exactly.
Consistent dedication, that consistent keep going. You don't have no room for error.
No.
When you're trying to build a brand, because then you feel like I gotta start all over, start from scratch.
Right. And that in itself mentally is exhausting, the thought of that. So, just staying, and it's mainly just the advertisement portion of, making sure I put myself out there and remain consistent, because most of the time I spend posting on social media.
Yeah.
But I still work a full-time job as a hospital homebound teacher, so I still got that. And like I said, I'm a wife and a mother, so trying to make sure I've met all my needs in all places, and including myself and my business and what I want to do for my clients. So
I love it. Tanisha is back again. She said we're always cheering for you. We cheering for you too, sis. Thank you for the love.
Thank you so much.
This morning, it feels so good. Y'all listen, if you have any questions for Trenkena, or you have any questions from me, we are accepting phone calls this morning. So make sure that y'all giving us a call at 404-254-4347. I think that's right. Or I gave out the wrong number.
let me call somebody else looking for you.
Let me see if that's right. Okay,
well, make sure they get you, not somebody else.
But what advice do you have for other entrepreneurs that's trying to make a come up in this world?
Don't feel like you can't do something because somebody else is doing it. If that's what you truly believe in yourself, if you have a passion for it, go for it and don't stop. You're going to have hurdles, you're going to have hiccups, you're going to have curves and hills and mountains to climb, and it's going to get hard, but don't let the challenges hold you back and stop you. Keep pushing forward, keep doing what you know that you enjoy doing, and do it for the right reasons, and everything else will come. And don't feel like, oh well, if somebody else is doing the same thing, I can't do it, but like we already said, it's enough money out here for everybody. You make yourself different. You can have 5 different people doing the same thing, but you make yourself stand out. You're going to do it differently than the others. It may be the same service, or this may be the same product, but there's something unique about yours, and find what's unique and use that to make yourself different.
I agree, because instance, I do pop-up shop. A whole bunch of people do pop-up shop. Everybody nowadays have a pop-up.
Somebody got something somewhere in Atlanta. Atlanta should be the new pop-up location. Like that's what they known for.
Everybody. It went from having a whole bunch of rappers and everybody, having an album coming out. Now everybody got pop-up shops. Now that'll take over the music.
It is.
Pop-up shops took over the music industry, but in a world like that, what makes you stand out the most is you. Hi, caller. Are you on with Build the Brand with Kristen? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Hey, you on with Build the Brand with Kristen?
Hello. Hey. My name is Megan. I'm calling from Riverdale, Georgia.
Hi, Megan from Riverdale.
Hello.
Hey, Megan.
Hello, my name is Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Hi. We were wondering, what are her service areas? We'd love to try to figure out a time to get to know her and try to get some services done for my father.
Service area. Good question. I am serving primarily the South Metro Atlanta area. I will.
Hello.
Oh. Megan. It might be something wrong with her phone.
But I'll go ahead and answer though.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I service the primarily the South Metro Atlanta area, the Clayton County, Henry County, South Fulton, a little bit of DeKalb. What's the other side? The Union City. I can't remember that county. The county over there, Union City area.
Yeah.
All of and then of course the Griffin and did I say Henry County? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
If you did, that's okay. Always repeating.
Right. So primarily those areas. Now I will go further out, but if going further out is of course a travel fee for that. If I go to, if I go above I-20.
Okay. So you're pretty much servicing like the whole Atlanta area. Like you're coming out.
I'm trying. Yes.
I'm coming out. Hey, you call. I'm coming to check clear. I'm coming.
You need me. That's what you call me for. That's what you need me.
I love it. It has been like such a pleasure, Trenkena, just talking to you and just getting to know you about your brand.
I've enjoyed this.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself. Let me ask you, like, how can people get in contact with you on platform, phone numbers?
Well, I have a website. It's www.thebutterflyhope.com. I have I'm on Instagram, The Butterfly Hope. And then my Facebook is Butterfly Hope Enterprise LLC.
Okay, so, y'all heard that. The Butterfly Hope LLC.com. Don't forget the LLC.
Right. So the website, thebutterflyhope.com. Instagram is at The Butterfly Hope. And then Facebook, of course, is Butterfly Hope Enterprise LLC. And of course, on all of those, on my website is the phone number as well. So the website has, if you at least just go to the website, the Instagram and the Facebook and the phone number, email, all of that stuff is on there. As my some of the products that I've assembled already. Some reviews.
So you have pictures, you got reviews.
I have reviews, I have some little videos. I like that. And you can book through there. You can reach out to me, contact me, and let me know what you want assembled, and then I'll give you a quote, give you an estimate, and get it scheduled. Get you on the books.
I like that.
Get you on the calendar.
Pictures, reviews. Cause look, so now that I know that it's a business out there, I'm gonna stop going on Wayfair. Okay, cause look, I'm about to get a baby crib.
Okay.
And I was about to get this crib off Wayfair because it come with assembly. But I got you. See, now you go to Walmart, you go to cheaper. Yeah.
plan on doing is reaching out to disability centers and senior citizen centers to promote there as well. So.
Okay.
But yeah, hit me up.
We sure will. And I'm so happy you're here building a brand with Kristen. I love it. That's what this show is all about. Business owners from all over being able to come here and spread their brand awareness. Yes. Like we trying to win together.
Yes.
Together. Let's get this money. Okay.
Let's get this money.
Well, it is time. I'm glad you're gonna stay with us.
Yes, I can stay.
Okay. Y'all, we got a new scam alert. The B team is investigating. The B team has investigated, and I want you guys to call in about this new scam that is going on. First off, they are still scamming pop-up shops, but they have found another avenue. So out in Florida, if you are from Florida, going to Florida, coming back from Florida, authorities warn of a fake red light camera ticket scam.
Wow.
So authorities in South Florida are warning residents about a new scam that has drivers receiving fake tickets in the mail.
What?
Yeah. In the mail.
It's not enough tickets out here. Now we got fake tickets.
We got fake tickets going on. So Dora police officials warn residents about a new scam that actually started on Wednesday of last week. So this has been going on for like a week now. Okay. Yes. So according to them, the scammers appear to be taking photos of people's vehicles outside their home or at red lights. So they're driving around. No, they're driving around, okay, and they're taking pictures of your license plate, and they're photoshopping them into the ticket papers that the police send. Right. Yeah, so now they're putting them on there. They're photoshopping them and they're mailing them to your address so that you can think you got a ticket in the mail. Yes. So the tickets, they look like standard red light tickets, as you know, they're being done by professionals, right, and it'll have final notice on it and threaten of suspending your license and direct drivers to a website to pay the fine. Now, the website looks similar to an actual police department site, but it's not. It's a site where only the scammers will get paid if you pay it. So the Florida Police Department put out a message on their website. They say don't get scammed. A new scam is targeting by sending fake red light camera tickets. If you are a resident of the Doral area or have received a scam letter, please contact the police department immediately. They are going so far as to driving past your house and taking pictures of your license plate and writing your address down. Oh my gosh. No, and they're taking pictures of you, of your car in your license, in your the license plate inside the driveway, and they're putting it on the photo and sending it back to your home address. And you're like, well, when did I run this light? But it say final notice, so you're gonna pay it, right? So they got one lady that lives out there, and she said that she paid it the ticket, said that she got a super speeder, that it was a final notice. She paid $300 on this website for the scammers.
What was the first and second notice?
That was that. That's a good question. Where's the first one?
You're supposed to know the difference, though. Did they say how we know the difference between the scammed one and the real one?
Well,
what are the key?
Some of the things that you should be aware of is when you look at the photos. Look around the area of the photo. Don't just concentrate on the license plate.
Because if you're looking in my driveway, but my car not moving, I could have been at a red light.
Could have been at a red light. Also, check out the fact that a lot of police departments, they have video cameras of you running red lights. So like when I got a ticket a month ago for running a red light, it was on, they sent me the video of me running this red light when you go to the website. So just make sure to take a close look at the ticket. There are several inconsistencies that can be found. If something says final notice and you never receive any other notice, that should be a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Ensure the address of the violations, in fact, within the jurisdiction that you mostly drive in. Look at the patches, look at the dates, ensure that all these things are matching so you don't fall victim to this scam. And it's going around really badly. Hundreds of people in Florida has been victimized by this. So this scammer, whoever these scammers are, they have cashed in probably over $100,000 in fake tickets in just a week. Crazia Torres, she said she received one of the fake notices on Friday, but immediately noticed some red flags. The alleged violation happened on February 30th that she ran a red light. The date doesn't exist. First off,
That's a good red flag.
they gave her a ticket for February 30th.
That's not even a leap year date.
That's them overseas people. Ain't no way, because we know in the United States, it's not a date.
That is not a date.
February 30th, she ran a red light. I need to see
They
this.
try you.
Yeah,
They
they
try your whole
did.
intelligence.
So she said not only does February 30th date don't exist, the picture was of a rental car that she didn't have until after the violation took place.
Pay attention to details.
Yes, and it looks very legit. It looks legit, she said, but when you start reading through, then you start catching everything. The days, the streets, who is it addressed to? You can just see the difference between the original and the false. And if you don't get this, please read through it. And if you're not sure, get it in contact with your local police department. So, guys, if y'all are heading out, I know the summertime coming up.
Spring break right around the corner.
These cameras are all over the place. They're not just in one area. So if you are traveling to Florida or coming back and you get a ticket, please contact that police department and verify with them that this ticket is legit before you send out your money.
That's wild.
Red light scams.
They'll find a way now.
They finding ways to get their money.
They're gonna find a way.
These
If they just put a
scammers.
little energy into the right way.
Yeah,
they
they-
successful in a different, in a
Yes.
positive way. That is.
I wonder if it's like connected. The same people that's doing pop-up shop scams, or they also doing red light scams. Like, is it one organization?
Illegal doing illegal scams. They got a business together.
They doing it together. Y'all, if y'all have any questions about the Florida red light scams, give us a call at 442-544-4347. The B team is always looking to investigate something. But when I ran across this, I was like, this is crazy, because it ain't gonna be long before they come to Georgia.
Right. Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina.
TC, yeah, they gonna spread it out. They felt like they done drained the pop-up shop world. So now let's try something different. We done drained them. So now we targeting red lights. But the ideas, I'm not in the home on. Now you gotta give it to the scammers, okay?
It's creative.
It's creative.
It is.
It's creative content.
They usually are. They usually are.
They need to reach out to the people that only have Facebook pages in their name. And
You brought that back. You brought that back full circle.
full circle, and let them know they hiring. So
Oh man. Oh man.
so I think that's creative though. Like, it's creative content. It can help me with my brain without the scamming part. But come on, red light scams. Who would have thought of that?
No. But other people got more time. They're putting their time towards other things. So no,
Yeah, nobody's thinking of that. You just think when you see
got
final
time
notice, I'm
on their
about to pay
hands.
that. They better start the light bill scam.
Can you not?
You got
can I
final
get
notice. You have a final. You need to pay this light bill
They
today.
giving them ideas out
The scam was like, let me write that down. Light bill scam on Wednesdays. Card on Thursdays. Yes. Can you take away some of my loans? Yes, Lord.
All the way.
Capella just called me like, well, look, okay, school over. where the money at? Yeah, where the money at? That's funny. That's super funny. Well, Trenkena, I'm glad you enjoying yourself.
I am.
And I'm so happy. That's what it's all about. Look, we building a brand and we're having fun.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check out the butterflyhope.com. Y'all also follow her on Facebook and Instagram. That's the Butterfly Hope LLC. She's all over Atlanta doing amazing things. I can't wait for you guys to come. Look, I gotta keep it professional because you come to my house, we gonna have wine. I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna be like, and girl, look, and the job ain't gonna never.
No, it'll get done. I'll do it, and I'll listen to you talk. That happens with almost all of my clients. They're talking to me while I'm putting something together, so that's not even uncommon.
Okay, because Lord, I be
we
getting
have a good relationship because it's just more than just business. We end up building a relationship, a friendship. So
exactly, I did that with this lady. I had this lady come out to clean my house, and I was just talking. I'm just following her because I had my fibroid surgery, and she came out to help clean up because the kids ain't trying to do nothing,
right? No.
Nothing as usually. And so she came out, and I'm just talking while she cleaning the bathroom. I'm like, and can you believe? And she was looking like,
can you let me work?
Somebody put this lady to sleep.
No, that won't be uncommon.
Like, take a nap, lady. Take a nap. And I'm like, can you believe the garbage people? Like last week, she like the garbage people.
Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, and whoever's there at the
time. Okay, exactly. So we have a Facebook check-in from Heather Brooks. Hey, Heather. Hi. She said it's already in Henry County. Oh. By the schools, they sending fake tickets saying you speeding in the school zones. Oh, man. Wow, they already done hit Georgia. That's like home. Yeah, just that fast. They was listening.
They heard you.
They heard me. The scammers are watching my show. Hey. Wow, but she says it's already in Henry County. Wow. By the schools, they sending fake tickets saying you're speeding in the school zone. Wow, I don't need that. Like, that's shocking that it's already here.
And you said they started last week? You said
last week in Florida.
Yeah, they moving quick.
They moving like the plague.
They must have built some money off of that for real.
And
you can expand.
That's what they did. They expanding. They building a brand.
It's not a good brand though, y'all.
It's not. They work too hard for their money. But you either gotta make light of the situation. Like, you either want to cry, or it's like, what do you do? Like, that's crazy. And then they doing it in school zones. Yeah, no shame. This remind me of my Cash App story. When I was on Action 2 News, because somebody scammed me, I had to make it like a quick, long story short. So I was working, and I had accidentally sent money to the wrong person, and not realizing, I looked at Cash App number online, and so I had called, and it was like this guy, I guess his name was Peter, and he was like, this Cash App customer service, how can I help you? Thinking it's real. So I'm like, I need a refund. And he was like, I can't get in your account. I need your code. I gave him the code. Then he was like, well, can you, I can't send you the money. Can you call somebody else that got Cash App? Because I could send it to them. So I called my husband, and I'm like, hey, real quickly, give me your Cash App number. Your Cash App tag number. So he gave him this Cash App code. And he drained him like over like $3,000 to $4,000 off of his debit card, which included our rent money. Wow. And I was scared to go home. I'm like, oh, yeah. He called me. He like, why is my account like zero? And I'm like, oh snap! Like I'm like, oh, he about to punch me as soon as I walk through the door. I might as well put my hands up like I'm about to fight. I'm like. Yeah, and so I had to actually, when I called the police department, she was like, it's everywhere. We got hundreds of people in here going through the same thing, ma'am. She was like, I can't send an officer out to take a report unless it's an emergency. So then I got in contact with Action 2 News, and I'm like, look, somebody's gonna tell my story.
Somebody need to hear this.
Somebody need to hear my story. They're doing things. I only got half the money back because Cash App at first they was like, well, we're not responsible for giving you your money back.
Complain about that. That's why a lot of people don't use Cash App now anyway.
Yeah, and then after the Action 2 news story aired, they gave me back half the money. But we still got something. At least we got our rent money back. Yeah, we was able to get our rent money back. But it's just, the thing is, these scammers, they have, as I remember when I called, I was crying, and I was like, look, sir, when he told me our rent money was on there, I called the number back, and I'm just crying. I'm like, look, please, if y'all have a heart, y'all have a soul, 'cause the same guy answered the phone, Peter.
Right.
And I was like, let me speak to a manager, and they all need Peter. So
Red flag on two.
everybody named Peter. So I was like, I'm crying. I'm like, look, please, we got kids. Just please give us just at least our rent money back. He said, F you, and hung up the phone.
Ooh.
And that's when that's when I cried in the car.
that will cause a breakdown.
Yeah, it will cause a nervous breakdown. Y'all just be careful out there. It's the school zones. Just make sure, one, you're not running a red light. That start there. Red means stop, yellow means proceed with caution from up front, not from the back,
not from way back,
not from 10 cars back. It don't mean proceed. And then of course, green means go, but let's make sure we're not running red lights, especially in the school zone. And if you are receiving fake tickets, please report them to the Henry County Police Department.
Check the details.
And I know it's somebody out there like me that's gonna get a ticket and gonna report it as a scam anyways. Look, it's gonna be a real ticket. I did not run this red light on Thursday. Okay, sir, first off, I was at home. Okay. And I don't know, okay, but this not me.
Right.
Everything, it's a
scam.
A
real ticket,
yeah,
it's a scam.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it's a scam.
You gotta try it.
Like, you have to buck the system
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And they're gonna be like, ma'am, is that your bump? That is my bumper sticker. Yes, it is my yellow bump. That is not me though. I don't know. This has been edited. Okay, I wasn't even on with the heel.
Technology is really good these days. What you can say.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all protect yourself for scammers. There's always a red flag. Now it's time for, y'all already know what it's time for. Popping topic. Let's get into it.
All right now.
Is Will Smith wrong? Call in 404-254-4347. Y'all been talking about it all over social media. Let's talk about it on his 92.3. Call in. Let me know what y'all think. See, I couldn't talk about it yesterday because I had to go to the doctor. Right. So we're talking about it today, just for a little bit. So this is what I gathered. Okay, first off, I don't even have cable. I watch Netflix on Roku. Yeah.
You're not by yourself.
So
when I do watch TV.
Yes, I woke up and I saw it's trending all over TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It was all over the place. And I saw the video of him getting up to go slap Chris Rock. And I'm trying to figure out why. Like, I understood. I didn't understand the jokes. I've never seen G.I. Jane, whatever the movie called. Right. So, of course, I had to look it up. Nor did I know that she was suffering with epilepsy, if that's what it's called. Alopecia. That's what it is. Okay, so I didn't know she was even sick.
Right, yeah. I didn't know. Until it, like, made it.
Yeah, he didn't know neither. I mean, everybody's shaving their head bald for some reason. It's a trend.
This is true.
So how could, when a trend where everybody's doing the same thing, how could you know? He said he didn't know. But I feel like the fact that he went on stage and he did that, it was very classless. Yeah. You in a room full of millionaires, movie producers.
Yeah, it was.
It gave me College Park.
At the Oscars?
It gave College Park at the Oscars. Yeah, it gave me Decatur, downtown Atlanta.
We're just doing things off of words.
Yeah, like it made me feel like but he should have known better than to do that. And the same people, and it's funny because the same people that be dapping you up and telling you like, oh, you was in the right, the same ones that's going live yesterday and today talking about how you was in the wrong. So they made you feel good for the moment.
Yeah. They flip floppy.
They vary. And that's how the world is. They'll be like, oh, girl, yeah, you ready to tell her off. Then they go home and be like, she was dead wrong.
Yes.
That's the world.
And then, behind your back, they start talking something different.
Yes. And you know, what's his name? Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey went live and he said that he would have sued Will Smith for over $200 million had it been him.
Wow, I didn't hear that.
He did an interview and he said if it had been me, you would have seen the headline that Jim Carrey is suing Will Smith for $200 million.
I can't be mad at him for that.
No, because I would do the same thing.
Probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be a headline. I'm definitely filing a lawsuit. Because first off, that's all gonna be all over social media for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That the
rest of his life and his life too.
And then not to say anything bad about Jada, but I mean, she don't respect her own husband. She talk about him like a dog on the red tabletop. You know, she said a bedroom life is trash.
Oh.
Yes. She, have came out on her platform about how unhappy she is in her marriage.
Oh.
And I feel like I'm not about to defend nobody that's dragging me in the mud as my spouse.
Right.
That's not even cool. And then a lot of people came out like The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if it was me, would that have happened? Good question. If it was The Rock, would Will Smith walked up there and slapped him? If the same joke was told. I don't think so. He wouldn't have did it. He ain't that bold. He wouldn't have did it. If it was the baby, would he have done it? If it was anybody other than Chris Rock, would he have done it?
That's a good question.
Did he do it because he know Chris Rock wasn't going to hit him back?
That's a good question too.
That's a good question. That's something to think about.
Food for thought.
Food for thought. I like that. Did he feel like it was okay for him to do that because they wasn't going to fight back? Chris Rock is smaller than him. I would have threw that microphone. I don't look. I don't fought people way bigger than me in my lifetime. I don't have no limitation on how big like I feel like that was low. I don't feel like if it was Chris Rock, he would have said. I mean, if it was somebody like The Rock, he wouldn't have done that.
Right.
If it was anybody out there other than him, I don't think he would have got up.
Probably.
No. I feel like that they know not gonna fight back is easier.
They have a leg up on.
Tamika Parker said maybe. You gotta call in, Tamika, because I don't understand when you say maybe. Like maybe he would have did it, maybe he wouldn't have. So let's go for 254-4347 so that I can get an understanding of what you mean when you say maybe. I feel like nowadays a lot of people they feel more comfortable attacking people that's smaller than them versus somebody that's on their own level.
They said somebody that's not going to respond the same way back.
They're not going to respond the same way back.
Or they got their qualifications out of person,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
If it was a trap rapper, would he did it if it was 2 Chainz? Ooh. I don't think so. He probably would have did if it was Tory, because Tory Lanez like 4'2". He wasn't gonna hit back. I just feel like, and there's nothing wrong with defending your spouse. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
That's the time and the place. I think what he should have did was waited till the situation, till the segment was over, and then then talk to him afterwards and say, hey, I didn't like what you did up there. That joke was not funny to me, and it hurt my wife's feelings. Can you apologize? All right, we have a caller. Hi, caller. Hey, sis. Wait, what's your name and where you calling from? Okay. Okay.
First of all, David did say he didn't know about having a discussion around every day. It's not gonna be happy in your marriage every day. You're gonna go through some things. They were at a period where they were going through some things, and how you don't just give up on your marriage. Okay, the whole all about things thing, the whole again, people have infidelity. That's a whole nother thing. But I don't think it's fair for you to like name all these rappers and all these other people and say, well, had this person been on stage, he wouldn't hit them. It shouldn't matter who was on the stage. He was defending his wife and protecting his wife. So it wouldn't have mattered, and it shouldn't have mattered who was on the stage. And nobody, and of course, people have every right to do. Chris Rock has every right to do, right? So I just think I'm just, I wanted to just give a little pushback on the whole Jada's unhappy and da.
Mm-hmm.
She again by revealing and bringing these things to light. How do you think she got a TV show called Red Paper Talk?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, she was addressing real issues that go on in real marriage.
And I agree.
I just provide a little clarity on that and just say that I just didn't like the comparison with you guys running on stage had it been The Rock, but he was defending his wife from whoever was disrespecting her. And I think, believe it or not, I think it would have been worse if it would have came from somebody else because he knows his wife has alopecia, right? And Chris Rock did a whole documentary on him. So he should have an understanding for alopecia. Now, he may not have known that it had it, I don't know that it's just still public information, but she recently come out after she cut her hair and she addressed that she had alopecia. So now if people weren't paying attention, that's different. But it's not that before the Oscar she had already addressed why she cut her hair. So I just want to feel about that a little bit.
Okay, and then if you don't mind, I'm going to respond to what you just said. So the reason why I said I feel like if it was certain people that it wouldn't have happened because it's true. If it was someone like The Rock, I don't think that he would have went up there and he would have slapped him because The Rock would have hit him back. And then I don't feel like if it was certain people, it wouldn't have happened. It's a lot of things that go in this world that people say, and then they don't attack those that they feel like is going to fight back. They attack those that they feel like will not. And Jada have said really discussing things about her marriage on the Red Table Talk. It has been on TikTok. They shared the videos on YouTube. I'm not the only one that's saying this. This is a lot of reporters. It's a lot of people out that have said this stuff. So this is where I'm getting it from. It's not me saying, I don't even watch the show. You can hang it up. I don't even watch her show. So I'm getting what's being said in the media world. Media is that watch the show and take the clips. This is what's being said. Nothing I'm saying is not something that can't be Googled or that's not out there on video already. She have said these things about her marriage. She did cheat on her husband with August Alsina. That ain't no lie. She was with Will Smith when she was with Tupac. He's just in denial. But the simple fact of the matter is I don't. Because have you said something about my husband and you are smaller than me, I'm not going to feel comfortable to put my hands on you. But if we are the same level and it's the same height, then that's more than fair. I'm not a person that go around hitting or slapping people that's taller than me. Because then I feel like a bully. Right, yeah. And then he cried afterwards and he issued an apology. I think the apology was because he knew at that moment he effed up. And I think the reason why he was crying or why he was so emotional about the situation is because he knows that that's something he shouldn't have done. So yes, when I'm on my platform giving about my thoughts and opinions about a topic of the day, this is my opinion. My opinion is that I not think, and I stand on it, that he would have slapped somebody that was bigger than him. He wouldn't have. It was easy and it was convenient. In that moment, he was in his feelings. He got tired of all the rumors and the jokes about the whole entanglement that his wife put out there on social media. She put their bedroom business out there. So the world was able to eat off it. They were able to grab off of it. They were able to make memes and jokes about it. It became public. So when it's public records, that's open for anybody to talk about. If I commit a crime and it's on Action 2 News, that's for you. You can talk about it. But it's not like it was something that was private, nobody knew about. Chris Rock went on there and exposed their business. So I stand on what I said. I feel like that if it was anybody else, he would not have done it. He probably was in the heat of the moment, but even in the heat of the moment, you're looking at your competitor still.
Yeah. Very true.
It's been times somebody have pissed me off to the highest. And I'd be like, okay, well, hold on. We reevaluate this because she like 5 times bigger than what I am. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, I just personally feel like he wouldn't have. And a lot of people feel like that. A lot of celebrities have came out and said it.
Both sides of it. Yeah.
Both sides of it. But a lot of people have came out on how I feel and have, not saying agree with me, but I have agreed with them that, I mean, even The Rock put that out there himself, which is where I got his name from. He put on his Twitter page with a picture of him. If it was me, would it have happened?
Oh, The Rock put that out there?
He put that on his Twitter page. And it's still on his Twitter page. And that's where I thought to think of him first.
Right.
That's public records. He compared himself first. So now I'm piggybacking off of that as a radio personality person. He definitely, so is it true or not? If it had been him, would he have done it? No. Everybody had their perspective on it, but you can't judge me for coming on my platform to talk about it either. Because I'm gonna say it regardless. I don't feel like he would have done it. I don't.
Well, that's fair.
That's just, that's what Poppin' Topic is all about. Talking about it, getting people opinion. I respect her opinion. Mine's gonna be respected. And that's how I feel. I feel like, that's my daughter. My daughter is taller than me. I'm 5'7". I'm gonna give you a prime example. And my daughter, she probably like 5'10", 3 inches. Yeah, she's tall. And she'll say all the time, "Oh, this person said this about me," or whatever. But she was like, I don't do anything because they smaller than me. I'm not gonna because it's not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight. So, and I tell her, I understand. It's not. If Chris Rock was in a wheelchair, would he have walked up there and slapped him if he was a disabled person? I'm just asking. If he was standing up there on crutches, would Will Smith have slapped him then? No. So even in the heat of the moment, you still know right from wrong.
Yeah.
And people wouldn't know what goes on in Jada and Will Smith's bedroom if she wasn't putting it out there herself. Just like you wouldn't know what goes on in my household as a married couple if I wasn't putting it on my platform.
I don't make it public for anybody to give their opinion, good or bad.
And she have said on her show that Will does not satisfy her sexually. That's public. You can YouTube that.
Wow.
So I feel like very. And he sat there on the red table talk and he cried then. Because then I would have divorced her. So the thing is this, some people they're bold in their marriage, some people is not. Some people is private, some people is not. You know what I'm saying? I don't even put, when I put a picture of my husband, I don't even put his Facebook page. I don't tag him. Because it's not your business to know his social media pages. You get what I give.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody I was running off to go get married. I'm putting out what I want you to know. I control what you know. So it's public records. It's public comments. It's public videos. So we don't know what happened because he was laughing. He was laughing at the joke. So the moment the camera went off Will and it went back on Chris, we don't know if she nudged him like, what you gonna do? Say something, do something, because they didn't show an interaction between them.
Yeah.
But he stopped laughing and got up to slap him. So he was laughing with everybody else. But something changed. Because if he thought the joke wasn't funny, he wouldn't have laughed from the beginning. There's plenty of time people say stuff and I don't laugh because I'm trying to figure out what's funny. Yeah. So for him to be sitting there laughing, he thought it was just a joke until it wasn't, until something behind that scene happened. But my question, my popping topic question is he in the wrong? In the right to defend his wife, but in the wrong to physically put your hands on someone else. And as far as other celebrities, they have went live. They don't went on their platform, other platforms, and was like, they made jokes of it. Like, hey, if I tell a joke, you come up in here and slap me, no, I'm gonna slap you back. Yeah. They don't made jokes. That comedian guy, what's his name? Cedric the Entertainer just did that. He was live somewhere and he was like, all right, now if anybody walk up here and slap me, no, I'm gonna slap you back. Yeah. Everybody talking about it. And apparently they don't agree with the end results if they saying stuff like that. Because if you slap me, I'm gonna hit you back, pregnant and all. Because you just it's not okay. I'm not gonna stand there and be like, oh my God, my face. What? That's not where that's not okay. But I do think he handled it in a very well professional manner of just rolling with the punches. And yeah. But I just feel like if it became a question when like I said, I seen it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. People putting up pictures of different celebrities and rappers. And they're like, would it have happened if it was this person? Then The Rock is like, well, would it happen if it was me? The Baby like, would it have happened if it was me? So now you asking yourself, that's a really good question. Mm-hmm. Would it have happened if it was anybody else? Yeah. So thank you, caller, for calling in and watching my show. We do appreciate it, but I definitely we wouldn't know about an entanglement if it wasn't put out there as public records. Yeah. And a lot of people, I think what's trending more is people saying is how could he have that same energy for Chris Rock, but you couldn't have it for August Alsina, who clearly made comments, public records, that he was engaging in affarital things inside of your household. You come out and say something like that, we gotta have a conversation, me and you. Yeah, I know I will. Yeah, we gotta have a conversation. I'm not gonna let you just eat off that. And blow up out there. Yeah. So no conversation had been had. Will didn't make no statement towards him. What's the difference? When you have a man that's saying, I've been with your wife, I lived inside of your house, and while I was living in your house, I was actively sleeping with your wife. Versus a man that come on stage and tell a joke about a disease he may or may not have known. Which one is worse? One deserves the conversation behind closed doors. The other one, I got to talk to you in person about. Yeah. So there's a difference. So we're going to keep pushing with topic of the day. I told y'all today was going to be an epic show. Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all thought I was lying. Getting all the hot spots. Okay. Let's go on with topic of number 2. We have topic of day number 2. I guess I'm about to make somebody else mad. If the man don't want you, can he still see his kids? And if the man is financially supporting his children, should he still have to pay child support? So where this story comes from is that on the Shade Room, Black China made a post, and she said that she had to give away 3 of her cars because she's not receiving child support. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot of it because I wanted to make sure that I had that information correct. Because when it blew my mind, my whole eye socket's back. I didn't want to believe that somebody had put that out there. But Black China says, yesterday I had to give up 3 of my cars. My reasons: moral belief, being a single mother, no support. I'm a mama. I'm a single mother with no child support. Rob Kardashian said, which is the father of one of her kids, I pay $37,000 a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all her extracurricular activities. I have my daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Why would I pay you child support? If he feels like if he's financially, or yeah, and you don't even, if he's saying I have her Monday through Saturday, and you only get her on Sundays, what am I paying you for? Then Tiger came out, which is the father of her other child, and he was like, well, Rob, can you tell me, like, I cannot lower them expenses to $3,000? So I mean, I feel like that's a very good question. If the man, let's start with the first question. If the man don't want you, can he still see his children? A lot of females nowadays, they feel like, well, if you don't want me, then you don't want to see a child. We are a package deal. You don't want me, you can't see the child.
No, that ain't the child ain't got nothing to do with it.
The child don't. But they use them as pawns.
They do, but that child's innocent. He or she should still have right to see their parents regardless of whether y'all together. My opinion.
I agree. But it's is like that. I was in Walmart I think last week, and someone I was on this girl on the phone, and she was talking so loud. And she was just like, everybody on the aisle was looking, and she was just like, she's on the phone, I guess, with her baby daddy, and she was like, you broke up with me, for this other girl. You can't see your daughter till I say you can. And it's like, but if he don't want you, that don't mean he can't see his kids. It just means he don't want to see you.
Right.
There's a difference. It's a huge difference. I don't think people realize that. Even in divorces, oh, you want to divorce me, you divorcing us. It's not a us. We're not a package deal.
Now when it comes to that.
Yeah. So like today or tomorrow, my husband said I want a divorce. That's fine. That has nothing to do with our child, our children.
They're innocent in the situation.
Yes. What do you think? What do you think about that when women feel like if the man don't want them, then they can't see the kids? It's very.
I mean, that's just my opinion. But my thought is the child is an innocent, like I said, it's an innocent individual. That the issue wasn't between you and him and the child. The issue was between you and him.
Mhm.
So if the child should be punished because because y'all can't get along or be in a relationship or whatever.
It's a lot of guys that that speak out on this situation, and a lot of guys,
I got quite a few.
yeah, they get deemed as a no good father, deadbeat father, never there for the kids. When in reality they do everything they can to see their child, but they have the barrier of the mother that's still bitter. And I think that's whack. I used to think when I was young, I had my My two girls at 18 and 19. And I used to, think when I hear people tell these stories like, oh girl, if okay, that sound you listening to them and what they're saying. And then when you're young, you know what I'm saying? You're not really thinking adult mindset.
Right. No.
But one thing I never told my kid's father was that if you don't want me, you don't want the kids. It's you make that decision on if you want to see them or not.
Right.
And a lot of people have to let that go. Even though you still love somebody, you have to, it has nothing to do with the kids because they suffering.
They are. They should have the right to see both their parents, regardless of whether they're together or not.
Yeah, that
They
but
mom and their daddy.
they do. And I feel like if a man is already financially supporting his kids, then he shouldn't have to pay child support. If he paid the daycare,
being consistent with it, no, we don't need to bring up. You don't have to bring force in like that.
no. If he already paying daycare, school bills, medical bills, at what point do he get to eat? But a lot of women don't put this out there when they talking to their girlfriends. They don't put, oh, he just paid, his $300 for child support. They don't say that. And then when you use the money to do stuff like buy things that's completely not child related, like wigs, you can't put. I think the child support system needs to be redesigned.
Yeah, it needs to have some stricter.
Yeah, I think when it comes to child support, I think it should be on a debit card issued by the state, like food stamps, like the food stamp card. I think it should be able to have a tracking of what the card is being used on and what it's being used for.
Right. It's like I said with the food stamps, you can't go buy McDonald's with food stamps.
You sure okay?
Grocery food that
It's sure gonna decline.
Right. It's quick.
So I think that when it comes to that, I feel like that's how the child support system should be designed because it's men out here, I know for a fact, that faithfully pays child support and never misses a month. Never. But the mother is so bitter or still on that we not together. It's being put out there that this person is not a good father. It's not a good fit. And people looking at him like you don't take care of your kids. And now he has to defend the fact that, hey, I'm a good father. I'm just not being perceived as one.
Right. You can't see that. You can't see him putting money the child support with his child. But if mom is not letting him be with his child,
yeah,
he gotta fight a different fight. He gotta get somebody to help him fight.
Or they spending the money and then 2 weeks later they need something else. They need more money for something. So I think that it should be. I think that fathers, if you pay $200 a month, that's what you should be able to pay. My daughter father been paying $264 for the last since she was born. I've never asked for an extension. I've never asked for a raise. I've never asked for it to be changed. If that's what you can afford to help me raise our daughter, then I'm okay with it.
Right.
If you can see her when you want to see her, then that's understandable. Has nothing to do with the relationship, whether I personally care for you or not. As a man, that's for the daughter, for the child to see. So I definitely think that if the man don't want you, I feel like he should be able to see his kids. And I feel like if he financially support the children, I don't think he should have to pay child support. It should.
I mean, because he's already doing that.
Yeah, he's already doing it. Okay, guys, we have to take a short break. We are taking a break right here. You are tuned in to Build a Brand with Kristen on his 92.3 ATL. the Brand with Kristen right here on his 92.3 ATL. I'm here every Wednesday and Thursday from 11 to 12, interviewing business owners, helping to spread brand awareness. But we also have other segments such as Poppin' Topic of the Day, which seems to be really it's on fire today. And we were just went over. We are here with first off Trenkena McCray of the Butterfly Hope LLC. And if you can just go over your brand again, like what you offer, your service areas and things like that.
Okay, so we are Butterfly Hope Enterprise is transforming houses into homes by assembling indoor and outdoor furniture. We also do assemble furniture for business as well. But our whole goal is to help you transform that space or that vision that you want for your house, so you can for your home, so you can feel at peace. And we are servicing the Metro Atlanta area, primarily South of Metro Atlanta area, the Henry County, Blaine County, the Cab, Spalding,
Cobb.
Cobb. So I was with Cobb.
Oh Lord.
Cobb is up there.
Cobb.
But I'll come though. I'll come.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm providing services to people who are definitely needing and wanting. So that's what I'm here for.
And you are on Facebook or
I
Instagram?
am on Facebook, Butterfly Hope Enterprise LLC. I'm on Instagram, The Butterfly Hope, and then I have a website, www.thebutterflyhope.com.
I love it, and I love your logo. I think it's very pretty, and I love how you came in just so excited, and you representing your brand.
That's all I wear half the time. That's what I wear almost every day.
I love it. I love
my
it.
brand.
I love
Gotta
it.
put myself out there, So
You have to. That's all part of building the brand. You have to be able to be the face of the brand, represent yourself like your business, like you represent somebody else's company. When we on somebody else's job, we have on a t-shirt, we have it tucked in, we have it ironed, hair pulled back, whatever.
All together how they want it to be.
Yeah, and so we have to have ourselves all together the way we want to be, so that people could know we're representing the brand as well. So
I will know if you don't tell them about it. If you don't show it,
they
nobody
don't.
knows about it. So
They don't.
primarily, like, even right now, it's just been word of mouth. Primarily, So
Yeah.
that's how you get to. That's how people get to know.
I think word of mouth reviews is the best reviews you can have besides what people post. I think word of mouth means everything because it means you took the time out to let someone know about me and how special you think my business was for you.
My service that I provide, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the products and services, that it takes time to do that. You didn't
Yeah.
have to.
Yep. I like when people call about Cascade Pop-Up Shop and they don't say, I saw this on Facebook or Instagram. I like when they say so and so told me they had a good time, and I'm like, well, people talking, they talking, and so it makes you feel good. It's a different type of feeling than somebody posting a review versus somebody saying that they was referred.
Right.
So I would,
personal referral. It touches. It hit a different part.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that, what you're doing is great. You helping people, assembly furniture in their home, their business, especially ones that don't have the capability to be able to do it.
Yes.
So you're making equal opportunity for everybody to be able to get in on your services. It's not just limited.
Nope, it's not.
And I like that.
Whoever needs it and wants it.
Yeah, it's because sometimes I be looking at clothes online and it'll stop at a large. And I'm like, that's not fair.
You need to expand a little bit.
Expand a little bit. Yeah, I love equal opportunity businesses, and I think that's what you service.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the great things that I saw about your brand when I was, doing research on it, and I was very excited to see that.
Yes.
So I'm loving what you're doing.
Good vibes from it. Good vibes.
I did get good vibes. I did. And I could definitely tell that you're dedicated to your craft. You're dedicated to your work. You're dedicated to the Butterfly Hope LLC. And I think that's great. And it was great about it's a woman that's doing it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people be like, well, it shouldn't matter if it's a woman or a man. No, it does. Because when it's a woman, a lot of people feel like a women can't build the brand. They can't do something that a man is doing, but you are. Yes.
And a male ran industry.
It is, because when we got our house, a lot of things that we couldn't build ourselves because we didn't have the tools. And so we calling people from like to come in and help us put stuff up. It was always a man. I never saw a woman come in and help us. Yes, and I was like, even when we get stuff off Wayfair, it's always a man. So when I looked up your brand and I saw what you was doing, I'm like, yes. There's a woman doing this.
Yes, and doing it well.
Doing it well. Yes, you are. You are. I gotta give it to you. You are a 5-star business.
I have a passion for it. Like I said, I have a passion for helping people and helping them where they need that help at. So that's what we're here for. That's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Trying to expand my knowledge and add some more services in here, hopefully in the next year or so. So absolutely.
That's what's up. Well, you got a new follower.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hopefully got plenty followers.
Yes. Well, you have a new one from me. Okay.
Yes.
I've been added to the list.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I got some furniture I need put together, I'm gonna call you on that baby crib.
Yes. I did
Cause
last year too. I put together a baby crib.
Okay, because I've been through the whole thing away.
No, don't throw it away. I got you. It's just a 3D puzzle. That's all it is.
Okay.
Guarantee it's not even gonna take me long.
All right, y'all. We have a few minutes left, but we was on popping topic. If the man don't want you, can he still see his kids? And then on the flip side, if a man is financially supporting the kids, should he still have to pay you child support if you don't have to pay nothing yourself? And I feel like when it comes to if the man don't want you, can he still see his kids? He should be able to. And you know what's funny is there's a group on Facebook. I'm not gonna say the group name, but I had posted this question in the group because I wanted to kind of get feedback from women all over.
Right.
And surprisingly, a lot of people said no.
They said no
to him not being able to see his kids. They were like, "Well, we are." I was shocked. It was like, no, package deal, or he cheated on me. He can't see his daughter, or he can't. And right, and some of the pages I had to go through to look, try to figure out the age limit of these things.
The people that are saying that,
yeah.
What's their age group? Yeah.
What's the age group? Because it's not the same. It's not. If the man divorce you, if he leave you for somebody else, if he run off to Timbuktu, long as he's still wanting to see his children and spend time with you, spend time with them, then that's all that matters. He should rightfully be able to do that. And I feel like if he is financially supporting the kids, like Rob said he doing for his daughter, he have her money through Friday, trying to only see them on Sundays. Yeah,
that's a lot that you're taking care of right there.
He was like, why should I even pay child support? My question is, why would you even put on social media that you had to give back 3 cars because you were a single mother with no child support? Why would they even?
Some people don't even have 1 car.
Right. Well, some of us do. Some of us one. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so you saying pretty much, because then now the comments are, so you're pretty much saying that you just been living off your child support. The money that these men give you is what lavishes your lifestyle. Because now they're not looking at them, they're looking at you because you made this post.
You made it public.
You made it public. So now people are wondering, is that the only way you were able to buy these 3 cars? I mean, because they stars, like they 3.
Yeah, they're not.
They got big money. They're not talking about like coins that pay the car note for one. What they're talking about. They paying child support that could buy the car.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm saying right, in the manufacturer. Okay, and so it's just one of them things that I was just worried. I was wondering because when she said that, I felt like, well, Rob is right. If he do all these things, he should not have to pay child support. I think the child support system is being abused and it should be reevaluated.
Yes, I agree with that.
Now it's time for the ending of our show. It's our last segment that we have. and it is called Get It Off Your Chest. Say it loud, say it proud. If you have anything this week that you've been wanting to say to a boss, a family member, someone in traffic, that at Star, the local store, that you wanted to say, but you held it in. Now is the time to get it off your chest before the weekend comes and you can start over fresh. People hold on to stuff.
I've learned not to do that.
Yeah. Cause you'll be feeling like I wanted to say that. Like I was in Walmart and I was using my card, and then I knew on my card I had $70, but I knew I had the rest in cash in my fanny pack because I'm pregnant, so I want my fanny pack. And and so the card had she was kept swiping, and so the card had, of course, it declined because I knew it was. So I was like trying to tell her that I have the rest in cash, and she automatically like start bringing my bags to customer service.
Oh wow.
Like I couldn't pay. And I was with my kids. So I'm like, cool, I'm calm. But I'm like, darn, I really, when I got home, I'm like, I really wanted to tell her about herself. So y'all, now is the time. Call in at 404-254-4347. If you have anything that you want to say to anybody, you can be anonymous. You can call in and just say, I want to get this off my chest. Good morning. We have a Facebook check-in from Palace Misha, Future Millionaires. Good morning. Make sure y'all follow her on Facebook and Instagram. They're doing major things out here. Remember, I was speaking of her earlier.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they have really great events that they do, and really great networking skills. And yeah, and absolutely, y'all should follow them on Facebook and Instagram as Future Millionaires. Yeah, and her name on Facebook is Palace Misha, as it says, and she is also the one who have that rent-free comment of I'm not arguing with nobody that only has a Facebook name. I'm not gonna forget that. I need to monetize that, put it on a t-shirt and make some money because somebody's gonna buy it. Yeah. Look, Facebook name question mark, no comment.
No reply.
No reply. So it is time to get it off your chest. Say it loud, say it proud. Call in at 44254-4347. Anything you want to say to get off your chest, whether it was to a Facebook hater, whether it was to your next door neighbor, the neighbor's dog, cat, the children. You can call in and you don't have to say no names, but we want you to release that off your chest. So I'm gonna start. My mailman. I got a package. No, okay, my mailman. First off, okay, I had somebody order some lashes off my website, and I had put them in my little basket I have on my mailbox for my outgoing packages from my business, and it's a little cute, little laundry basket, and he didn't pick up my packages. I saw him from my window drive off. He saw them, and then he sped off. Yeah, so then I got in my car to chase after him with the packages, but I couldn't find him because he got them new mail trucks. And them new mail trucks is fast, okay? It's not them little beanie ones. It's the actual van now. That was the sliding door. So I couldn't catch him. I went to follow. I look, you gonna get these packages now. I say 3-day delivery. I need to be guaranteed.
Right. I gotta service some shopping.
Yes. Okay, I guarantee 3-day delivery. So I couldn't find him because of course he was already gone. And I had filed a complaint. So the lady called and she was like, yeah, we told the mailman you filed the complaint. And I was like, well, did you tell him anonymously he got a complaint? And she was like, well, we didn't know at the time. So he definitely knows it was you. So someone sent me a package for their brand. So for me to wear and market for them. And he put the package in my neighbor's mailbox. So when I got home and they like, oh, the package was delivered. I'm like, there's no package out here. When my neighbor got home, she's like, oh, and it clearly says, my address on there. So he purposely put it in the wrong mailbox. He was. So I want to say very loud and proud to my mailman to get out your feelings and deliver my package in my mail.
To the right address.
To the right address?
Not the next door neighbor.
No. All right, I'm sorry. I filed a complaint. I do not want to be beefy with my mailman.
No, I need your service.
Because he gonna always be right. Tax season gonna come next year. Them W-2s gonna be missing.
And I need them to come where they supposed to be in.
Yes.
I need them to be where they supposed to be.
So I'm gonna get it off my chest. I'm sorry to my mailman. Okay, I'm saying it loud. I'm saying it proud. Trenkena, do you have anything that you want to get off your chest?
I'm still thinking about what you just said. But no, I not off the top of
There's
my
somebody that
head.
cut you off in traffic.
Well, that's always somebody. But it's not a specific incident. It's always somebody. And I'm like, just get out my way.
Yeah.
I just need you to get out my way.
Okay, we're
A
gonna
little
say it
faster
loud
when
and
we make
proud.
the turn.
Anybody that's cutting off Trenkena, please get out her way. Okay, we standing loud and proud here on Build a Brand with Kristen at his 92.3. Y'all, it has been a pleasure. That is our show for the day until next week, and it was hot. Okay, I love it. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you did. That's what it's all about. I want guests to come in and be interviewed for their show, but still have a good time.
You made it very well. I appreciate that.
Don't make me blush. Make sure y'all download the His app and His 92.3 ATL. Follow on Facebook and Instagram, The Real Definition of Internet Radio. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel for this interview and all past interviews at Build a Brand with Kristen. Subscribe. We will see y'all next Wednesday and Thursday.
Thank y'all.
And don't forget to follow Trenkena.
The Butterfly Hope on Instagram, Butterfly Hope Enterprise on Facebook, and the website is www.thebutterflyhope.com.
Yes, thank you. And thank you callers that called in. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.